Beautiful acoustic rendition of the Polytone song, Here Comes a Man, 22 minutes to 6. And on the line with us, we have Collin Mackenzie, CEO of JIT-TV and Zimbabwe Investment Summit organizer. Collin, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm good, guys. And how are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
So good. Now, we know Zim has been in the news when it's coming to, currency and things of that nature, but Zimbabwe is also open for business. What does this mean, Collin?
It means just that the doors are open. Everybody can come through, invest, and make money.
Now, Collin, you guys are holding the Zimbabwe Investment Summit. What are you proposing to do here, and who are you hopefully liking to attract to the summit?
Yeah, no, thanks, Damien. That's a very good question. I've looked at it and we've looked at it. Zimbabwe has been in the media for a lot of negative stuff, and over the past years, and that has overshadowed what the potential that Zimbabwe has. And when you look at the potential that Zimbabwe has without looking at the mineral resources and all the other stuff in terms of your tobacco and things like that, the first key point we've got to look at is that Zimbabwe has very good people. So that's why the theme of the investment is that people you can invest in. You are investing in the people. That's where you start. Yes.
Now, I really, really love the theme of the summit, a people you can invest in. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yeah, a people you can invest in comes when you look at the dynamics and you look at the social economic environment, and then you throw in the educational side of things there. Wherever you go, you will find a very educated, well-spoken Zimbabwean. The education trust that the Zimbabweans have, one, is one of hard workers. Two, very educated. Three, people you depend on. Four, and most importantly, people you can trust in. And that's where the people you can invest in comes from.
Wow, I love that.
So, Collin, in terms of the summit, so who do you think would be the ideal person to attend it? Would it be someone in their private capacity? Would you be looking more towards people who are hoping to bring business and their businesses that side? What are you guys kind of looking at in terms of that?
It's basically a whole holistic approach.
Okay.
Remember that it's been 28 years of Zimbabwe being out in the cold. So the opportunities are there galore. And most people will ask and say, what about that BE thing that was done and that was there where people would want 51% or stuff like that? Now, I love the question that you've put it in and said, I love the word private that you brought into it. So there's a lot of deals that are being negotiated, or now you can come through and discuss a deal that is palatable to your palate. One being the fact that you can do public to private partnerships. You can do a lot of investments as you want to do that sees fit in terms of your capital and the product that you want to do and what the outcome you want in terms of business.
So can we just dive into that aspect of it? What types of investment opportunities will be discussed at the summit?
Wow, you're looking at, I know that the biggest thing, if I look at the delegates that have come through, and I'd like to say is that when we opened up for registration, we were looking at about 500 guests. And these were the top nonchalant people of the industry, like your CEO. So we had category A, category A1, A2 going through right down to category F. So we said to ourselves in the database, we had 20,000 people in our database that we would want to target. So we'll target first category A.
Yeah.
And what if category A, we put out 2,000 invites. And kid me not, out of those 2,000 invites that we sent out in day one, we had already close to 347 registrations.
Wow.
People wanted to come through. So it was amazing. And the thing that has also propelled it as well, I'll say, normally they say God's timing is always the best timing. And I think that this is just more than a coincidence. The fact that the sanctions have been lifted on the Zimbabwean side as well. And then secondly, we've got this new currency that's come on board. So everything has just come together and it's just about to take off. It's amazing. It's like a helicopter and those wings are going off and they're really going off.
Wow, so cool.
Now, when it comes to summits, one of the highlights is obviously the speakers that you have there. In terms of keynote speakers scheduled to appear, who can we look forward to seeing and what kind of keynote speakers will you guys be hosting at this investment summit?
You're looking at very, very high-profile keynote speakers there at this investment summit. One, you're looking at the Professor Honorable Ntuli, the Minister of Finance. As you know, that he's just won the best finance, Africa Finance of the Year in Africa, one of the best finance ministers. And he's the best sought-after commodity. Currently, he's in the States negotiating and doing deals and infrastructure deals for Zimbabwe. So he's back in the next week. Prior to that, he was in Japan. After South Africa, he's off to Canada and different places. So there's a lot of these roadshows that are beginning to take place. The fact that it comes up and says Zimbabwe is open for business. We are saying, or what the motto is to say, we are open for business. We don't expect people to come through and we have to sell them a product. We've got to go to them and show them that politically, economically, we are stable.
Amazing.
And we are secure.
Absolutely. Collin, it's been such a great time talking to you. Tell us, where can people go for further information on the socials and on the website?
On the website, you can go to investzim.co.za. You will get a lot of information on there, and obviously you will get a lot of prompt response on there. I see a lot of media coverage. I think, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Invites went out to media guys. Over 100 journalists have responded that they'll be attending. It's amazing. So over and above the speakers, we've got the Secretary General for the SADC, that will be attending as well as one of the keynote speakers. We've got the President of the Africa Development Bank who will be part of the panels. Then we've got the government agencies, the certain government agencies that will assist people in terms of the do's and the don'ts and the protocols. There's a lot of questions people have been asking. For example, I've got an agro company coming all the way from Cape Town to come to the summit, and this is amazing.
This is so exciting. We can't wait to access all of that information. We will one more time quickly that website, please, sir.
investzim.co.za.
Collin, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we wish you guys the best of luck, man. It sounds like it's going to be an absolutely incredible summit, and one you don't want to miss out on, especially if you're keen to invest and keen to grow.
Sorry, just say that again.
I said thank you so much for your time. It sounds like the summit's going to be an absolute success, especially if you are someone who is very interested in investing and trying to create growth. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
No, thank you so much. And don't forget that this summit is happening in the month of May, which is Africa Month. Yeah. And to top it up, we've got an Africa Cultural Exchange Gala dinner on the night, on the Friday night when the gala closes, just to top up the whole thing. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys.
Looking forward. Thank you so much, Collin. It was lovely having you on your drive. All the best.
All the best. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Cheers, Collin.
Bye.
Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your day.